contest entries. I don't get too many of these, just time, but I wanted to do 2 of these. And so they are going out for JT's Record Room and Chris at Rekkid Talk. Rekkid Talk. So JT Record Room. I've watched him since he was a little boy. Well, actually, I watched Chris since he was little too, when they first started. And watched them grow and blossom into bigger channels. JT, we'll start with his contest. He's in Reno. I think that's where JT's at. So he's out in Reno. And he finds great finds, thrift store finds. He finds all this stuff. He buys other albums. He goes around, just got back from Hawaii, has a interesting life, spent a lot of time in St. Thomas, which is a favorite place. I love the Caribbean, as everyone knows, and that's a great area. So he has this contest for thank you for 1,000. Yeah, come on, cat. Really, cat's been sleeping all day till I start. Jay, many crickets. And so it's a thank you contest. And so we're supposed to show like 3-4 albums in a different genres, and a guilty pleasure, and then something new. Well, I saw Mazzy, and Mazzy did like just guilty pleasures with the genres, and I like that because I love guilty pleasures. And, of course, one person's guilty pleasure is someone else's. Like, that's just the greatest song. That's not a guilty pleasure. That's just freaking cool. So we're going to start with the guilty pleasure. Are you going to sit? What are we doing? And JT, Chris, Cat's here to show his support for your channels, okay? And to be a pain in the ass. All right. Okay, guilty pleasure one. Here we go. 1974, Beach, the First Class out of Sweden with Beach Baby. Oh my God, I love this song. And this one is it's so freaking happy. It's like their tribute to the Beach Boys, and the harmonies are incredible. They all sing, and it's like beach baby, beach baby, beach baby. Oh, you know what? I'll play you samples of each of them. How's that? But this super cheap. It's probably the only good song on the album, but it is just 70s pop. Well, that's the category, 70s pop, because it was an AM radio classic. And this day, it's just when Beach Baby comes on, I smile, I crank it up. Beach baby, beach baby, beach baby, beach baby. I know that part because it's very repetitive. So great stuff. How about Yacht Rock, maybe? I guess Yacht Rock. Jay Ferguson, Thunder Island. Oh my gosh, darn, that is another good one. Out on Thunder Island, do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. It has doo-doos. I like a lot of songs with doo-doo, not like poopy doo-doo, but doo-doo-doo-doo. And what an amazing fun. Again, it's just turn up the volume. Let's sing along to Jay Ferguson as he does Thunder Island. It's, we'll call it a Yacht Rock. And how about soft rock? Little River Band. Look, I even saved my vinyl from the flood. And so I saved my vinyl from the flood. I didn't know Beef Baby. These are like dollar bin albums. And I love them. And so, that's a guilty pleasure. If I saved a freaking dollar bin album and I got all these valuable ones that went out to the garbage, yeah, baby. And this, of course, has "We Go Walking in the Park, walking hand in hand and reminiscing. Hurry, don't be late. I can hardly wait. I said to da 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 da." Whatever the case. College. With my girlfriend, now wife of almost 40 years, Little River Band. Oh, that's soft rock. She loved that song, and I like that song too. It's fun to sing along. Guilty pleasure. Let's do an electronic one. Bump, 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 bump. Max Headroom's on Paranoid. Paranoia. Oh, Paranoia. Man, that's good. Oh, that's so fun. I love that song. Great stuff. Great stuff. I love Art of Noise. And Paranoia was just a phenomenal song. This also had their Peter Gunn thing on there, which was fantastic. So there we go. 80s pop electronics. Brand new album, he said to show. This isn't really new. It came out in 2021. I'm sorry. Max Richter and Exiles. It's a 2-album set. I haven't even shown this yet on the Sunday show. But the Exiles is, he composed a score for a ballet, Exiles. So so his ballet is on album 1. And on album 2 is actually his greatest hits. Some of his biggest songs, and actually they were really good picks that he put on there. So brand new album, Max Richter, Exiles. So that's for JT. And JT, congratulations on 1,000. I always appreciate hearing from you and your support of my channel, because that's also really important. So thank you. Then we have Chris from Rekkid Talk, and Chris, he just recently did a Chris does what I do, what takes me a half hour to an hour, he does in under 5 minutes. He just did a whole thing on Zamrock, 5 Zamrock albums in under 5 minutes. How do you do that? How do you do that? Bear Ubu, his broad taste. He does CDs, albums. He has a huge taste, and a lot of it's very similar to what I had. So he said to take 3 important anniversaries, and let's show an album that's at that same year. Okay, so 3 important anniversaries. So the very first one I want to show, we're going to go to 1966. 1966. And the album's going to be Wayne Shorter and Speak No Evil. And the anniversary, I was 6 years old, and it's the anniversary of my first puff of a cigarette. It was this hot summer day, and I'm out with David Ingold, and David's 8, so he's older and wiser than me. And as we're walking out there, and it's hot summer, we're in a town, Stratford, Iowa, like 300-400 people, so it isn't like there's a ton of things to do. And suddenly, as if God had put it there was this pack of cigarettes. We're just walking, we're minding our own business, and there's a pack of cigarettes. It's right there. Now, what's the chance of that happening? This was divine intervention. God put a pack of cigarettes there. And we're just looking at this. We're going, that's some cigarettes. Oh, my God. What should we do? Well, by the 60s, cigarette smoking was cool. You saw it on TV, all the commercials. I mean, you were cool if you smoked cigarettes, and we wanted to be cool. I mean, we're 7 and 8 here. It's time to be cool. So we got some matches, and we went across the street from my house. There's this big hedge there where you could go inside, which we would often do just to kind of like clubhouse fort thing. For God's sakes, Cat. And we each took out this, we each got our own cigarette, and we're kind of excited. And we're practicing, looking cool, putting it in the lip, and now it's time to light it up. So we light it up. We each got them lit. And we put it, and we pull in that deep, deep amount of smoke, and we swallow it, Yeah. And the next 10 minutes we spent hacking, and how the whole town of Stratford, Iowa didn't come over to look at this hedge to see what the hell is happening in that hedge, and what is all this hacking going on? What is wrong with them? What is going on in there? Yeah. That was our first taste of cigarettes. And we couldn't tell anybody. We ate dirt just so you couldn't, we get the taste out of our, the taste, so no one would know we had cigarette breath. And dirt takes care of that. At least that was our theory. And so the album, Speak No Evil, we could speak no evil of this. This is also, I want to show this album as the last time I took a puff of a cigarette. Yeah, 1966, the exact same thing. I've only had one puff of a cigarette, so speak no evil. Then, the next one I want to show. Who's next? This came out in 1971, and so the anniversary here is, this was an anniversary of violence. 1971, violence as a 12-year-old, and I was a paper boy, and you would go down to the area where they dumped the papers. It was an old gas station that was there no more. Kind of one of those Depression-era gas stations, but that's where they would put the papers, the Grand Island Independent. I was living in Central City, Nebraska now. Big town, very big town. We had 2,500 people there. That's pretty good size. And so all the paper boys would get there, and there was one kid, Andy Bowling, and he was a bully. Bowling was his last name. Bully is what he was. And he would just kind of screw with my papers. I would get there after school or whatever. They would already be there. And he would just mess them up. And then, and I had to give these out to people. And they might be ripped up or a little dirty. Well, so I go there one day, and he took his bike. And he smacked the bike, and then kind of on the back tire ripped into my papers. I got so mad. I'm a very calm person. And I felt this rage. It just built up to me. And I walk up to Andy. And I'm not a big kid. I was very thin. I was very short for my age. I grew later in life. And I walk up to him, and he's just snacking, has one of those faces. And I punched him. Now, normally, you punch in the chest or you punch in the arm. No, I went boom, right to the face, right there. And I hauled back. He didn't know it was coming. Boom. He began to cry. Now, all the other paper kids that were thinking this had been funny suddenly just stopped. They just stopped. And Andy, I didn't break his nose or anything, but he was just, it's like, freaking bully. And so it was like, who's next? Who's next? That was my actual thought. I will punch the hell out of all of you. You know, my papers never were touched again. Never. But I never was friends with Andy Bowling. So, who's next? The final one. I don't have my prop. Hold on. Get off me, cat. Okay. Year 2000. The year 2000. We have Outcast Skankonia. Great album. And I have this. This is a round rock. The anniversary in 2000 of finding this round rock. And it's a big, because I still have this. You know, obviously, I have this because it's cool. It was down in the basement. I saved it from the flood. Rocks don't get ruined in flood, just so you know. So why? This round rock was a vacation that we took out to the Pacific Northwest. It's the first time. It was a 2 weeks vacation. We went all the way up to Portland, and we went to Seattle, and we took the coast all the way down, not quite to San Francisco, and we came back. And it was a camping trip, and my wife actually came with us. But when we were on the West Coast in Oregon, especially Oregon, we would go out and to the ocean and just look. And I found this super cool round rock. I mean, look at that. It's like an egg. Isn't that just the coolest thing? I couldn't believe how cool this was. I wasn't going to let my kids have it because this is just so damn cool. So cool, I still have it. I mean, I keep it right on my bookcase. And so that's this rock. And how does this relate to this? It absolutely has no relation whatsoever. But it's an album from 2000. So damn it, there it is. That's I could say Stankonia. Does it stink? It's a Stankonia rock. I don't know, but yeah. That's the anniversary of this round rock. So that's for Chris. 3 important anniversaries of my life. I'm not sure if other people have used those anniversaries, but I thought they were pretty, they meant something to me. All 3 of those are extremely important anniversaries, especially the round rocks. So, hey, that's it. So congratulations, JT. Congratulations, Chris. And many more subs, many more years doing videos. Maybe I should give this as a... No, I can never get that as a prize. And cat's coming back. So thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me. Have a great day. See you Sunday. Bye.